Hi everybody and welcome. I'm Caroline Best of the Tao of Horsemanship, and this is Lovey, my 10-year-old thoroughbred, off-the-track thoroughbred mare. And today we're going to be starting a new course, and it's all about biomechanics and the art of lunging and doing it correctly and what that means. And I'm going to be discussing and demonstrating, following a lot of the great masters from Europe, classical dressage. So we'll be getting into that as well. But most specifically, today's video is going to be on a particular topic that comes to me often. And I know that it's definitely a question and a challenge for every rider. So I kind of want to nail that today, and that would be how to stop bouncing when you trot or canter. And really, it begins with the horse. And that's one of the biggest myths out there, or propaganda with so many other trainers, that I just want to blow the lid right off right now. Is everybody wants you to learn how to sit the movement, but I'm here to tell you, as a professional trainer working with thousands of horses, you can't sit the movement unless your horse is developed. If their movement isn't developed, you're not going to be able to sit it. So there's several equations here. And I'm choosing Lovey to demonstrate because she's one of the most challenging horses for anyone, including me, to learn how to sit, because she has so much action in suspension. So as a thoroughbred, you can see the dish in her face, very much like an Arabian. Her bloodlines, her thoroughbred bloodlines, are very close to the Arabian. And that's why Lovey never raced. She went into training, but she never raced because she wasn't fast enough. And when you watch Lovey move in this video, you're going to see a very balanced, collected horse, but you're going to see a lot of action, a lot of air time, what we also call suspension, which is beautiful for dressage, perfect for dressage, but definitely not good for racing. And definitely challenging, no matter how good of a rider, challenging to learn how to sit the trot, let alone sit the canter. So everything begins with developing your horse. And one of the things I say all the time to all of my students, whether you're YouTube students or online courses, or you come one-on-one and you study with me, as a professional, I always want to train my horse's movement, develop their movement, develop that particular movement before I ride it. So if that movement is the walk, I want to develop the strength and the balance and, believe it or not, the collection of the walk, the self-carriage of the walk. I want to develop that before I ride that horse. And that's for every horse. It doesn't matter if it's a young horse that's starting, or if it's an older horse that I'm restarting. I'm going to look at them, assess their movement, and then I'm going to go through the same exercises that I'll be teaching you in this course. I'm going to put each horse through these exercises to develop them mentally and develop them physically. So today we're just going to demonstrate and give you an eye. I want to educate your eye more than anything today before we develop the rest of the videos that'll be more instructional on how to get to this place. So Lovey is definitely a solid 2 in dressage, and this would be classical dressage, not competitive dressage. And everything that I teach on the ground makes you a better rider. And it also develops your horse's movement. And everything is done as natural as possible, which you'll see, meaning we use minimal aids. So if our horse is learning the free lunge, they learn the free lunge, like you'll see Lovey, free. All you'll see is a lunge whip guiding her body. You will not see her tied. You will not see a surcingle. You will not see draw reins. You will not see her forced into a frame. You will see a horse that is developing the movement, and she's developing it straight on this circle. And I will explain that and show that to you so that she can develop, like Pilates for horses, or Pilates for people. She's learning how to lengthen her movement, lengthen her muscles so that they are not tight and restricted at the walk. So we always start in a big open round pen like this, at least 50 feet diameter. We start them on the rail so that they can start to go straight and learn how to relax into the movement, which produces the ability to lengthen their stride at the walk. So like Pilates, when we lengthen, we strengthen. And while we're strengthening, we are developing balance and elasticity in our movement. And everything begins at the walk. Whether they're free, the free lunge, naturally, or if Lovey is new and I'm restarting her and she has negative experiences with the round pen, then I will start her on a 12-foot lead rope, and I will walk a 50 diameter meter, 50 diameter circle. I will walk that. But what I want to do today is just educate your eye, and hopefully this makes sense to you guys. I think it does. There's a lot of science behind what I teach. There's a ton of common sense. So I want to train your eye for the biomechanics, what you're looking at when you see really long, loose movement versus tight, short movement. Think of what that's like when you ride that movement. We've all ridden horses that have been tight, whether they're hollowed out, ewe-necked, their head's high, they're apprehensive, and then the movement gets really restricted. And that's where you start to bounce. I can't ride a horse that's tight. That's why I develop them this way. So develop the movement that you want to ride, and then ride that movement. That's the key. And then we're looking at Pilates. So today, this is just basically a outline of what this course will cover on the ground. There will be no riding in this new course because it's all about the art of lunging, Pilates for horses, and teaching you about the biomechanics of movement and how to develop that movement so that you can ride a really smooth, fluid movement. All right, my dear. Love that you're sleeping. Come with me. Good girl. Come on. Well, I'm not getting on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Good girl. So we always start in the center of your space. And this, if you don't have a round pen, which I highly recommend if you're going to do this well, if you're going to learn it and do it well, you do need a round pen. You need the free lunge. But if you don't have a round pen or the ability to go free in a circle, then you can put your horse online. And the beauty of starting in the middle is it helps you get a really good gauge of a 50 diameter circle. So that if you're online and you're lunging online, it's much easier for you to get like a frame of reference of your space, so to speak. So you would back your horse up like I am Lovey, at least 5 feet, which is the length of this hard whip from my belly to her nose, because I want to send the shoulder way out towards the round pen. So if she was online, you'd do the same. She would just be attached to your rope and you would walk with her and send her out. Good girl. So we're going to be looking at the walk, and I'm going to send her out, push the shoulder out, good girl, and get behind her with the whip to guide. So again, it's going to be cool because you guys are going to see Lovey go back into training. Yay, I can't wait. And this is all going to change, and she'll get much better at all of this. But you'll be able to identify her rough spots right now, a lot of you. And some of you may not even have some of those at all. So this will be good for you as a starting point to know what we're going to be looking for in the new course, the new biomechanics and art of lunging. So thank you. I hope you guys enjoy. I look forward to your comments, please. And may you always be one with your horse.